So in Saints territory now. Here's first and 10.
Right at the 40.
Yeah.
Prescott yet again. It'll hit the slant right. That's caught by Cooper. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown.
I got you. I always got first game. Couple losses. And then I can flip up.
Make sure this is right.
Score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Brett Maher on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
I see, because I'm like,
so that drive spanned 5 plays.
And then she's just on me like,
for the Cowboys touchdown.
yeah, like,
slow.
Yeah.
Get on, baby.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. This is taken at the 3.
Oh my
and he'll God. Be brought down at the 20.
That was great.
The 24.
Yeah, then but the first one I was like, oh.
They're let out by a 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether he's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
Hail Mary, Hail Mary. Stay with it.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, first and 10 at their own 24. Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive.
You didn't see the time. You're good, man.
So that'll back him up 5.
First down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. Incomplete. The target that time, Michael Thomas. And now it's second down.
I usually like once you grab it,
early, this offense
and we sprint, bro.
Them to get
like
out of this
I'll just call out a fucking
thing.
I'm the X O fucking triangle
on the board against
square, and then you just hit that, so you can throw it to me.
You just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Well, I don't know shit about that. That's how I was just playing with this. I'm like X, I need an I, bet.
Oh, you like to be the runner and juking.
Yeah.
You like to play five.
So either like run or like he sometimes runs it, you know. So if you don't want to throw it,
so they'll come up after the incompletion for second
I'll just call it out, but triangle.
And this is going to be
that's how it is.
15 and a Saints first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive.
Now Bree's going to get this one to Meredith. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards.
Yeah, it does that.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
You got to tap it.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there,
Square. You're running. Yeah.
You're was going to be, and he ended up going to a
secondary target. If you run out,
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Here's Breeze to throw.
You don't block me.
And the tip to the ball flying. Incomplete. It'll be second down.
You would have caught that.
And now the defense for Dallas.
Sean leaves a linebacker with an exciting mix of tackling ability and coverage skills.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
X.
He's got
You still caught that.
That goes for a gain of 31.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, the run, and the football right on the money.
Square.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Complete to Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage.
Let me get your yardage.
Yeah, bro.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Ready.
Right.
Breeze.
No.
Looking for Thomas. He's got it. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 9-yard touchdown there. As they are now on the board here in the first half. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
No cap.
Will Lutz on for the point after.
Hey, he's done it. He's done it.
Oh, he takes off with it.
I can't even run it.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Amari Cooper and the Cowboys set to take over once again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker and fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to first and 10. To throw is Prescott. Flushed out right.
No, he ain't. No, he ain't. Get it out. Damn, how the fuck did you get all the way over there? How the fuck did you get all the way over there?
Scramble goes for 20.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock is going off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
When I was like, I'm in a good spot. I was like, all right, good. And he's like, nah. I was like, oh, shit. To the side, yeah. He already knew. I already calculated those moves.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the red zone now, Prescott completes it to Jason Witten. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Prescott to throw it. And this is caught.
What? How did you not?
Able to get him down, but he does
he's
reach
the He dragged
yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And that's why defensive coaches preach swarming to the football. It's usually going to take more than one guy to get that big man down.
And it did right there. Multiple broken tackles, but they eventually get him down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play. The ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys.
How was that a thing?
Touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And they use that height on the outside to get the score.
We've seen the evolution of the wide receivers. They've gotten taller and taller, but they've retained their quickness and their speed. It's a lethal combination.
Always good to have wide receivers with height. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Already?
Marr on for the extra point. Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Nowhere to go here.
Run!
He's slow.
She running sideways, not straight,
I was laughing, bro. He kept looking at me.
Nah. Look at that. Hook.
Nah, that's insane.
Fumble. It's
He's slower than me, ready for his line.
At the 40, he starts slowing down.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Michael Thomas now heading back onto the field. He's been good so far to this point in the second quarter. Need to get him even more involved, maybe?
I would agree with that. Definitely. Yeah, it's not even a question for me. The way he's playing, he's doing a nice job. Increase things. More touches, more opportunities. Maybe that can reverse things on the scoreboard for them.
They'll try to ratchet things up then maybe here in the second quarter.
Ready? 95.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. That'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
He's like, look at him. He's calculating everything. I mean,
the delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun. It's gets it to Meredith complete. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It'll be a Saints first down on a gain of 16 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Yeah. Yeah.
He got double. See about that side, that's bad.
No, you got
What the fuck?
No!
Intercepted.
With a pick. He takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Yeah, you play. Yeah.
Well, we know this defense has.
I knew the controller. Yo, skip this, yo. Let's get this over with. I need Alex to cook.
Because you and I both know.
No.
The best offense on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. Now Prescott. And that's going to be knocked away. In the end zone, it's incomplete.
I told you the AI defense plays better. I was taking
tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Oh, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take
I'm
it
about
away,
to start my car
in the
up
end
this
zone,
time.
keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get them back into the ball game or into the league.
I want to see what Alex will plays, or like what type of plays he likes to like. Yeah.
Ahead of everyone else, just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown. Second touchdown now. And they work this.
I see what you mean though. Like when you're not, when you're not the one looking, like it's easier to see type shit. I see what you're saying. Like when you're not the one, like no pressure. Yeah, I'm scouting for you. While you're just like trying to focus on one.
He can
try to see. Yeah, he has to like select.
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
I love he just be letting.
Play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Oh shit!
Oh
wow!
And this is Cook with a grab. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. The Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout.
So we put it right out for the 4th down or the 4th quarter.
Number 2. They only got a yard
Oh,
on
yeah,
that
yeah,
last
yeah,
completion.
yeah.
And that makes this
That's
second
ball,
and
that's
9.
ball.
Breeze going to throw. Into heavy traffic,
Wow,
and it's
another one.
intercepted.
Good.
Picked up
Wow.
by Jordan
Yeah,
Lewis.
my big
And they
guy.
have the football
I got
and
30
they set up
seconds.
shop at the 33
Yo, why did he
line.
call it? He said, I got 30 seconds to
Early in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect
already
sense.
beat. Yank
Run it and
already.
get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Has been tied in over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Prescott now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Final play of the half. Prescott. And this is caught. It's Cooper. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they
those are the
extend
last
their
second
lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
And now this will be the final play of the half, as with no time remaining, they'll try and add 2 more to the lead right before intermission.
Whoa.
And he's gonna
Wow.
go down.
I was not ready
So
for
they
that.
pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half.
Imagine that being like
Okay, right,
like
Brandon.
the juice
Thanks
in
very
it.
much.
And just like that, on we head to half number
I would be
2.
fucking smacked. Serene. No.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive.
I think we got to do what we did. How we got our first
We
point.
say, want to get him right back out on the field.
Low-key, how we got our first point?
But as you
We're
mentioned,
locked in.
at halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Oh my goodness, was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
Hey,
After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Breeze now. Able to get away.
Get out of my face, homie. No!
Keeps
Get out of my face, homie. No! What the? Yeah! No! What the? Yeah! Fumble! You fumbled it.
Great effort. Does he get burned for that in film? He fought through some tackles in result of a fumble.
It's going to be one of those situations where you get yelled at about the fumble, but at the same time get a check mark for the extra effort. And so it's one of those tough, tricky things for coaches. You don't want to coach it out of them so much that you take away the effort. You just want them to be conscious of taking care of the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing. Prescott steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a first.
I got it, dude. Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this with both of these guys running the ball well?
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. Prescott down to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Cobb, the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On second and goal. Prescott will take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott now 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, after another passing touchdown, I don't think it'd be an understatement to say that he's in the zone, and I believe he likes it.
And now Jason Garrett electing for his guys to try for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
I know we can sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt. No, okay.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
I got it so
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Delay of game.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Square.
And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there.
Square.
Now we get some.
Inside the 35. Covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Bro, just run to the empty spot, bro, and just tell me.
All right.
He's like, I got you. Oh, look at that. He's like, yeah. What is that, my English?
Ready.
Breeze now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Get set.
Circle.
The field, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw Breeze. He gets it to Thomas. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I don't keep pressing buttons.
They need to get this to the 24 on third down. Breeze to throw again. Able to shake it off.
Oh, again, he's running right.
Yeah, what the? Yeah, what the?
Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he's able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
X.
I did this. I said X, right?
That would have been good.
And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed fourth down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Going to take a shot for Gallup, and that's caught inside the 35. 46 yards on the play.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been looking for the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Prescott.
Sit down.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Elliott running right.
What the?
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. They go to Elliott again. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Well, let's see how the offense still out there. They elect to go on 4th and 11. Now Prescott on 4th down. To Jason Wharton. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jason Witten. His second touchdown of the afternoon as his guys continue to pour it on.
You have fun with this one, partner?
He's been fun to watch.
Getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone, this guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes, carving them up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone.
Nah, you have to pick it up. Yeah.
Prescott from the gun. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. Oh, boy, rubbing a little salt in the wound there, going for 2 up this big.
You know, there's one time when I played, Brandon, and played against a team.
We've done it before, and he's up there like,
yeah, small ass for 2 late in the game. And I asked one of the guys, why'd you do that? He said, because we wanted to win by more. That feels like that type of situation.
Wow. Well, it could also result in a melee later, though.
Wait, what? I'm going to do this. No, I don't want to do it. Fuck.
And that will get out of bounds. So that's definitely going to put a major crimp in any comeback plans they may have had.
Yo, play better. Yo.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
We're waiting. Hey, come on now. Hey, easy.
All right, guys.
Throwing on 1st down.
R1.
What's up?
R1.
It's going to be safe.
It was probably pumping and something like that. Yeah, I've seen it.
We've been in this league for a while, and many coaches never pull a starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, he's going to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
No, because
Don't need an automatic advance, but you figure they're going to need something there. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
X.
Here's Breeze.
Oh, look.
And his throw here's incomplete. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Ready.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means he'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
X. What the?
They're going to be incomplete.
That was that check.
Another wayward
You got him my way
pass.
there.
You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really
You
haven't
read
gotten
me like
much
a
better.
butt.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Square.
No!
Did you catch it? No, I do. You had caught it. That was good because you had caught it.
Will take over right at midfield. So they've gone for it twice now on 4th down of this game, and both times unsuccessful.
I wish we could hear the headsets now between the head coach and the offensive coordinator. Now that they're 0 for 2, if they get into a 3rd situation, head coach might say, hey, you got anything for this one? Might get radio silence back.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter.
Just stupid ass. They are aggressive.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play here for Dallas. 45 yards.
They're all like,
big play right here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
On a jet sweep, here's Cooper.
Wait, what? What?
Give me the warning. Man, you made your person sit on the bench, bro.
No.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. It'll wind up being a huge loss on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal.
On goal-to-goal runs, when you create lost yardage plays, the only way that happens is either called pressure or what I like to call straight-ahead pursuit. A great read, and they get to the backfield and make the play.
And that was a big chunk of yardage lost. They've been stuffed twice here for losses. Now it's 3rd and goal. Here's Elliott. Call it no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal. You know what? I know it's 4th down and they've got a big lead, but go for it.
Yeah, and why not, right? Because they have the big lead. But don't you have to have a little bit of admiration for these guys on the defensive side of the ball? They've been shoved around this entire game, and they're making a nice goal line stand here. It would be fun to see them stop them on 4th down, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but it's like putting whipped cream on broccoli at this point.
So what you're saying is they're going to go for it on 4th down. They're going to get it, aren't they?
No.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They get the completion but cannot push forward into the end zone, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. So instead of the incredibly obvious choice of trying to punt it out near midfield, now they left their defense with no margin for error.
No, 0. And I don't care how much confidence you have in your defense. I don't care if you say, hey, I'm going to be aggressive because those guys can pick me up. You really put them in an impossible situation because at the least...
He's lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford
because they already know the
mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? It's down this big in the
an afternoon to forget, absolutely. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup?
What? That dude just grabbed my ear.
This thing is over.
That's just good. I got it.
Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep.
He literally made the whole
play. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. To throw is Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Run.
Saints. A big save, and he might go all the way.
you, Roger. Left.
Boy, that got pretty close to disaster going for two. You cough it up. They almost return it all the way to the other end for two for themselves.
You think a lecture on ball security is in order here? Because and it's not just taking care of it, it's what you just talked about. What can result when you don't take care of it? They almost gave up a score.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. Then he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
That was close.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Thanks. 95, 56, 54. Hey, pick your game up.
R1.
Recovery, it's Breeze. Gets it to Meredith complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. I wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
I'll be there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Throwing now is
I didn't go far.
So
I didn't go far.
To break that one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That is insane. Math is not math. Math is not math. Well, run your way. I'll run it up on college.
Really?